You won't believe what Jane Fonda just revealed in her latest interview. At 85, this iconic actress, activist, and model spilled the tea on why she believes life only gets better with age. But that's not all. She also got real about her own struggles with mental health in her 20s and how she overcame them to get where she is today. It's refreshing to see a celebrity who doesn't shy away from aging and in fact embraces it. Fonda shared some truly inspiring advice on how to conquer life's obstacles and reach a state of pure happiness. Hey, I'm Kat. Welcome back to Rumor Has It. In case you didn't know, Fonda, who is presently in remission, was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2022. She shared her wisdom with the rest of us, saying that, like everyone else, she's dealt with hardships and tragedy, but she's always found a way to overcome them and stay resilient. Fonda also dived into what she's learned from her experiences. A bad thing happens, and you think, well, that's happened before, and I'm fine. I'll get over it. You know, what's important. She explained. I spent a lot of time like a canoe with no paddle, being carried in the current. As I got older, I learned I'm going to put an oar in the water and steer. She admitted that for a while she felt quite lost when she was a young woman, and pointed out the one thing that she wished the people around her had told her back then. Believe it or not, the 85-year-old didn't know what she wanted to do with herself, and she wishes that someone had told her that it's not easy being young. There are so many questions you've got to answer and things to discover. She also never ever takes anything for granted. She's just as amazed as the rest of us that she's still working at her age and still performing. Fonda hasn't let age slow her down at all. She's still got a whole lot of energy. After emphasizing that she was pretty unaware who she was when she was younger, she also gave out another piece of advice that she wished she found earlier. She said she didn't think too much of herself, and whenever anyone asked her for anything, she didn't know how to refuse. That's definitely something we could all learn. She also said that she wished someone would have reassured her that things do get better after some time, and it isn't difficult forever. Earlier this year, Fonda revealed the real reason she didn't think she'd live too long was because of her eating disorder. In a February episode of Alex Cooper's Call Her Daddy podcast, she talked about what it was like having bulimia in her 20s. The star added that her self-image was so poor she saw no future for herself at all, and it was so bad she didn't expect herself to make it to the age of 30. Which is one of the biggest reasons she's so grateful for the career she has now. The veteran actress actually suffered from terrible bulimia in her youth, and even led a double life.
Most of the hardships that I've gone through in my life happened earlier in my life. I suffered from bulimia very, very bad. I led a secret life. I was very, very unhappy. I assumed I wouldn't live past 30. I'm 85.
The Monster-in-Law actress went in depth on how her eating disorder influenced her everyday life, adding that she'd avoid going out and would even avoid dating because of her condition. As a result of her bad mental health, she'd also take on movie roles she didn't even like. Elsewhere, in her interview with People, Fonda spoke about another important part of her life, her work as an activist, which includes her organization, the Jane Fonda Climate PAC. She said she loves this planet and wants to do everything she can to protect it.
I mean, the world is being threatened. Nature, the oceans, the forests, air, the water, human life is being threatened. And it's not just that I have grandkids, but I love this planet. I love people and I love animals and birds and fish and whales, and I just want to do everything I can to make sure that there's a future that we would want to live in.
And reading about the environmental state of the world today makes her really sad, and it's absolutely unfathomable for her to not do everything in her power to contribute to helping to fix it. She was also not shy when asked just how she manages to keep herself so young and in shape. In a People photo shoot from 2014, she shared some thoughts on aging gracefully. Donning a gorgeous, sparkling gown, the iconic actress shared her surprise at being considered beautiful at the age of 75. But despite her being on the outside of oldness, Fonda says she feels lighter, younger, and healthier than ever before. So, what's her secret to maintaining that youthful glow? It's not diet or exercise, it's love. The most important thing for her has been the support of her female friends, so much that she said it keeps her going. Still, Fonda confessed that confidence doesn't come overnight, and that it's taken her over 60 years to truly own who she is and feel good in her own skin. So don't worry if you're not there yet. The trick here is to keep pushing forward, and eventually you'll get there too. She shared another one of her secrets too. Surprisingly, even though she's 85, the actress said that she's still working out and doing her best to stay in shape. While talking to Elle, the actress shared that even though she wasn't as active as she was in her younger days, she still holds on to her original workout regimen as much as she can, but of course it's slower and not quite as intense. There was a time when she was able to do bicep lifts with 10 pounds, but now does it with 5. And she uses a lot of resistant bands instead of machines because she doesn't want to go to the gym and prefers to work out at home. Jane even finally spilled the beans on why she hasn't given up on her fitness struggles, and it's actually pretty sweet. She wants to be fit so she can easily give piggyback rides to her grandbabies and play with them as much as possible. Aww. During the chat, she also opened up and got real about how her relationship with exercise has evolved over the years. When she was younger, her main reason for working out was to look good, but now that she's older and wiser, she instead focuses more on feeling good. We have to admit she's got a point. Whatever she's doing, who wouldn't want to be as fit as her? Fonda also went on to highlight the importance of staying active as you age, sharing that she resumed her workouts right away when her shoulder surgery pain calmed down. What a badass. This interview happened just a month after she confirmed the amazing news that her cancer had gone into remission, and she was officially done with her chemotherapy appointments. She recently came out with the great news and uploaded a post on her blog that was titled "The Best Birthday Present Ever," and revealed that it had been a whole week since she was told by her oncologist that her cancer is in remission and she can discontinue the chemo. She thanked her fans and said she couldn't have done it without their love, support, and well wishes. She went on to describe more of her journey with chemotherapy, adding that she was really happy her cancer was over, because even though chemo had been an easy fight at first, towards the end of her session she was extremely exhausted and didn't get anything done. But it seems she's doing just fine now, having been spotted recently at the New York premiere of the book club, The Next Chapter.
Best friends for 50 years.
And you?
Married. Marriage. My solo act is finally coming to a close.
Joining the star were other veteran celebs, Diane Keaton, Mary Steenburgen, and Candice Bergen. The 85-year-old, as always, turned heads dressed in a shimmering black suit and her signature silver hair. Keaton, 77, was spotted in her signature style of a flat-brimmed hat, eccentric striped dress, and black turtleneck. Set to hit theaters May 12th, Book Club The Next Chapter will be a sequel to the hit 2018 film Book Club. She may be 85, but the woman is a force in the industry, and has still, by all means, got it. The sequel has been getting itself some pretty solid reveals so far, bagging a 65% score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Where are you? I'm in a church.
What? Are you serious?
We're looking for a venue for the wedding. You're going to get married in a church?
Don Johnson, 73, the actor who plays Fonda's love interest in the movie, came looking like quite a debonair leading man at the premiere wearing his classy dark blue suit. Something tells us the sequel is about to be a hit. What do you think? Do you agree with Fonda's advice of happiness and staying young? Comment below, we love reading your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in another video.
And it's the surprises that make it worth living.